Hello friends, in last lecture we can discuss about the absorption phenomena. In this absorption phenomena, ground state atoms presenting suddenly jump to the upper excited state. Due to absorption spontaneous phenomena, it will be occur. So next topic we today we are going to start spontaneous emission. So in this spontaneous emission of process, the atoms can be present in the excited state, and due to spontaneous emission of process, he goes to the ground state. So I first tell you about the definition. The excited state atoms returns to the ground state on their own and emit the energy difference in the form of photon known as spontaneous emission. In this process, atoms can be present, already present in the excited state. He can stay in excited state for longer time, and he goes to the downward directions due to spontaneous emission. In ground state will be generated. So excited state atoms can stay at the excited level for average lifetime. So in this average lifetime denoted by TSP, for SP denoted by spontaneous, T for lifetime period. So it is not stimulated short lifetime. It will be longer time durations. Atoms can be present in that excited state. So in this process, atoms due to excited state phenomena, transition state of energy level is one phenomena will be generated. It can be during the transition of process. It is excess of energy in the form of photon. This process of excited state atom emits the photon by itself without any external effect. Atoms in the excited state suddenly stay for a short time, longer time, and due to that spontaneous emission occur, the atoms goes to the ground state. So in this see on diagram, firstly, before spontaneous emission, the atoms stay in the excited state. This energy level denoted by E2, and this will be defined as the ground state E1. So before spontaneous phenomena, the atoms can be stay longer time for in excited state, and secondly, after spontaneous emission of process, the excited state atoms energy level E2 is generate spontaneous due to spontaneous phenomena, the atoms is goes to the downward directions, and it will be ground state present. So this spontaneous phenomena denoted by HV is equal to E2 minus E1, where H is a Planck's constant, V is the velocity of frequency, and E2 minus E1 is the excited state minus ground state. So third diagrams is represented secondly. So material of these photons can be generated in the spontaneous phenomena form. So in this way we get the spontaneous phenomena can be defined as the atoms stay for in the state of excited state, and due to emission of this process, spontaneous emission of process, he goes to the downward directions, and spontaneous emission phenomena will be occur. So this process is also represented by A dash tends to A plus HV, where A dash is represented as the atoms in the excited state. A is represented as atoms in ground state, and H is a Planck constant, V is a frequency. So the rate of spontaneous transition phenomena represented as RSP is given by RSP is equal to minus dN2 by d2 dt and is equal to N2 by T TBSP. So it will be represented as the phenomena of number of photons can be occurred in that state. So where dn2 is represented as the phenomena of the absorption of population phenomena in the excited state, and TSP is represented as the lifetime spontaneous emission. So number of photons is proportional to the population in excited state is represented by R is equal to A21 N2, where it is represented as A20 represented as a reciprocal of coefficient and is spontaneous of transition. So it will be represented in the form of transition state of lifetime of that emission of process. So it will be denoted by the spontaneous of emission. So we get comparing the two equations, comparing first and second equation, we get A21 is equal to 1 by TSP, where it will be the A21 spontaneous transition, and TSP is the average lifetime period of spontaneous emission. So the average lifetime for which in the excited state atom remains in upper level. So before transition state atoms can be present in the excited state, means E2 is upper level. So due to transition phenomena, it takes place from a given state only in lower energy. Due to spontaneous phenomena, the excited state atoms goes to the downward directions, means lower state, means ground state energy level formation E1 sorry. So transitions cannot occur from level E2 to E2, E1 to E2 sorry. So in this way the spontaneous phenomena generated in upper level to state level. So transition state will be the rate of spontaneous transitions phenomena is generated E1 to E2 is it represented will be 0. So A12 is equal to 0. So it is the spontaneous emission of transition due to given energy states is present in excited state atoms. Due to spontaneous emission of process, it will be suddenly goes to the lying in the form of lower state of energy. So transition state in this spontaneous emission will be denoted A12 is equal to 0. So next we discuss about the some important features of spontaneous emission. In this spontaneous emission, some important features we get. The first is process of spontaneous emission is not controlled from outside. So this spontaneous emission of process cannot be controlled from outside any atoms process. So it will be phenomena due to energy level states generated for only spontaneous emission. It is essentially probabilistic in nature. It will be defined as phenomena of probabilistic, essentially important in nature formation. So third is instant transition state. The initial phase and plane polarization each photon is random. In this, due to transition state of diagram, the transition state of atoms of spontaneous phenomena. So initial phase is and plane polarization of each atom is randomly occur. Initial phase is in present initial state in upper level, and atoms stay so for longer time period in this state. So due to emission of processing generated spontaneous processing, the plane polarizations of photons will be generated randomly from E2 energy level to E1 energy level. The light is not monochromatic because various broadening process. In this way, the light phenomena can be processed in monochromatic form. The number of broadening processes will be occur in this way. So fifth is due to lack of directionality, the light spread in all directions around the source. The directionality, according to that phenomena, the spontaneous emission when occur, the light spread in all directions due to emission of photons radiation phenomena. The light is coherent is resultant superposition of wave in the form of random phase will be occur. When light form in the form of coherent sources, so it will be the resultant superposition waveforms can be generated in randomized position. So it will be represented in the diagram. See, the first represented as chaotic means incoherent sources of light. So secondly, waveforms represented as the component of spectrum in the form of various waveform. The component waveform is generated from various ways. Firstly, this component wave represented in that form. Secondly, is due to processing of waves like structure generated. Thirdly, it will be the processes of upward and downward formation of waves, emission of component of waves will be defined. So fourth process will be defined as waveform will be generated. So in this first A and B diagram, we get the resultant for third diagram of waveforms in the form of various waves. This will be represented the resultant waveforms in first, second, third, fourth component of waveform. We get the some resultant waveforms in the third diagram. So in this way we can study some spontaneous emission of process. So this process is oftenly used in the form of photon creations. So it is oftenly used in the formation of the phenomena of radiation of photon. So in the using this process we get the resultant formation of waves of the radiation of phenomena. So the resultant wave we can see in that third diagram. So due to emission of spontaneous process. So any doubts, so please send me in comments box. So thank you.